A very warm good morning to everyone. This is Shruti Anand, journalist at K12 News, and I'm very delighted being virtually present with Mr. P. Kadhiresan, Principal, Navinita Public School. Hello, sir. Very good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Ms. Shruti. I'm very good and happy to be here on this platform. Thank you so much for providing me this opportunity to be with all of you on this virtual platform. Great.
Sir, we are really honored and thank you so much for your contribution in K12 Stocks 2020. Sir, I would like to know, being a principal of a reputed school, how have you been managing and dealing with the challenges? How do you think that these challenges has affected the life of students as well as the teachers?
Yeah. Oh, actually, before going with this, go about the background of the school which I am working with. Okay, Navanita Public School is a school which is under CSR initiative, social uh, uh, corporate social responsibility, which is run by the Krishnapatnam Port, which one of the longest um, coastal region in the east. Okay, so we cater to the underprivileged children around the school. There are 40 villages from there we take. So we don't the children don't have a permanent house. They still live in a hut, and that they don't have a permanent building. So such is the kind of background of the children where whom we teach. Now given this scenario, they are sure they are economically weaker section, and now after the pandemic has set up kind of struck, we are we were all in a state of confusion. There was uh, nobody knew, nobody expected such a kind of situation. They were all standing at the crossroads, which direction to go, etc. And then the teaching community, the teaching fraternity, very very quickly grabbed the opportunity, and then got into the shoes using the technology, and then came the online teaching, etc. Now teachers were not equipped with all the usage of the technology, but still very quickly, hats off to all the teachers, very quickly they were able to get into those online teaching mode, and then doing it very planned and effective way. But there are schools, there are students, there are uh, areas like the school which I am talking about, Navanita Public School, where the children don't have enough uh, kind of gadgets. They don't have an Android gadget, Android phone. They don't have proper signal. The connectivity issues, all of them, is a very serious issue when we talk about this online or offline. They are not able. We are not able to reach them because they don't have a proper Android phone. We don't have proper signals for them to reach, and such is the challenge. But still we are coping up with it in the most effective way, and children are also happy. Initially it was all excitement, fun for both the teachers and the children, because it was something new. Everybody used to tell don't use gadget, and then came what is like everything happened in the gadget. But later all the excitement, all the fun started slowly coming down, and now it has become a kind of new normal that everything is going to happen only in the form of online or offline mode. Ma'am, can you unmute?
I'm sorry, sir, am I audible? There
Yeah,
was
yeah.
some problem.
Yeah.
Ah. So, sir, as you said that there have been these few challenges that the students do not have the phone, Android phones, or the virtual classes are dealing with such challenges. So, how have you been making changes, and how have you been dealing up? Because it's been 5 months since we are working from home. Everybody is supposed to be at their places. So how have you been dealing with these challenges?
Very true. See, challenges are always there, but how we come out of the challenges is the the point to be taken. Like our children, 50% at least had Android phones, and
Okay.
very cooperative and smart kids they are. Though they come from that background, what I had mentioned, uh, even without a kind of hint or a clue or assistance, the children gathered themselves. They were into four or five, maintaining all social distance. They gathered in a common place. They started learning. We only sent the material, the learning material through offline mode, probably a WhatsApp, a link, YouTube link, and the question answers, all those things. So they gathered themselves even without our assistance. They were so smart. They gathered themselves. They had they had gone through those offline mode links, whatever we had given. They discussed and they also answered any queries. They readily called up the teachers, and that's something very interesting. when uh, when the circumstances doesn't suit for this, they had taken their own kind of measures to come up out of those challenges.
Right, sir. So, how have these challenges played a role in the co-curricular activities of the students?
Uh, yes, co-curricular activities is something a very integral part of uh, schooling. So
Okay.
it's not only the academic subject, the focus on the academic subjects or the assessment, all those things. Sometimes some of them could be an expert, could be showing interest towards co-curricular activities. Um, Here, I have seen schools uh, which have this online platform. They conduct this co-curricular activities as a competition, as even uh, in this pandemic they conduct it. So each one, uh, say if it's going to be a dance, solo dance, everybody are connected to this virtual platform. But there are both the advantage and the kind of disadvantage for the child. The advantage for the child is he he appears as if he's a hero in a screen, a mobile screen, or so he's performing solo. He has that feel of being a a personality who is appearing on a television screen or a mobile or a laptop, etc. But the challenge or the disadvantage is children, when they perform, they require the reinforcement. This reinforcements could be in the form of a clap, in form of a pat, well done, all those things, which only in the chat box you will see good, very good, all those things. That is but instead, if one of his teacher is going to pat him and very good, that brings a lot of difference. So co-curricular activities are happening in the virtual platform, but not we cannot equate it to the real time activities, whatever is happening.
Right, sir. Very well said. So, sir, how about the basic disciplines or the punctualities that students used to learn while they were in the kindergarten classes? What has been the strategy there? What about the morning assemblies and such routines? What strategies are followed to make a change there?
Yes. Now, um, of course, in a real time class situation or a school, or the day starts with the assembly, and then you have the roll call, all those things happening. But now these are the real challenges, Ms. Shruti. Like on a online platform, initially the etiquette of online uh, platform was missing, and slowly it is uh, getting up. uh, Children were not on time to the classes. They were not on time, they were not properly dressed. They The etiquette I'm talking about is the kind of background where they were sitting, the posture they were sitting. All these were a very uh, real fact of challenge for the teachers. You know,
Right.
some would play a loud music somewhere, and in the background there could be his or her mommy, daddy walking through. All those things were a real challenge. Now, seeing this, children also observe and learn. They were not very serious when this online classes were happening. Okay, now talking about the assembly and other things, uh, I'm sure most of the schools aren't starting with the assembly. They are just going with the lessons and the roll call. But there were occasions like Independence Day and Teachers Day where virtual celebrations did happen. Virtual celebrations, in the sense it also gathered everybody, but you know, there was a difference. There was a difference. It was not as very as serious as it had to be in a real time. They were in their casual. Some of them just woke up, and then that's not the actual way, you know. But that seriousness of virtual classroom is anyway missing. They're not very serious. It's okay. It's a very casual attitude of just a virtual platform. It's not a real. Nobody is going to watch me, kind of. But still, he or she forgets to see that all the participants, whoever is there in the platform, will be having a look at him or her.
Right, sir. So, sir, this pandemic has affected the life of each and everyone, and I believe somewhere or the other, it has affected the education of the schools as well. So, uh, thank you so much. On the behalf of K-12 News, I would like to thank you for being a warrior in a K-12 community, and to your students, the teachers, and the educationists out there, the parents, of course, sir. Thank you, and we are really grateful for your contribution. And we really believe that you are one of the warriors of this K-12 pandemic situation.
Thank you, Miss Shruti. Everybody has taken their own challenges into the right spirit, and they're moving positively. I take this opportunity to salute all the teaching faculty, all the teaching fraternity community across the world who've been doing a wonderful job, and also uh, K-12 and Shruti Madam for coordinating. I've been following the series of these interviews. It gives us an opportunity to learn more through this sharing of knowledge. You've been doing wonderful. One great thing about the pandemic is bringing all of us together only in this
Right, sir.
kind of virtual pandemic, that we are able to meet across. Otherwise everybody is busy in their own kind of schedule. And thank you so much, Ms. Shruti and the K-12 team. I am honored in your presentations as well.
So we are truly pleased to thank you so much, and to the educationists, the principals, teachers, students, and the parents out there. Know that we are not you are not alone in this situation. We are all together, and we'll come out of it staying strong. Thank you so much, our viewers. We'll be right back with another more interesting session. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.